Most people fail not because they're weak, but because they try to become legends overnight. But let me tell you a story that'll hit your chest like a punch and remind you that greatness is built one tiny step at a time. In a small, dusty town on the edge of Arizona, where the heat felt like it could melt the soles off your shoes, lived a young guy named Caleb Morgan. Everyone in town knew his dad, Jack Morgan, the legend. People said Jack could track anything, shoot anything, and survive anywhere. He wasn't just a hunter. He was the hunter. The kind of man folks told stories about around campfires. Caleb grew up listening to those stories like they were bedtime tales. While other kids dreamed about video games or basketball, Caleb dreamed about carrying his father's legacy. He wanted people to say his name with respect. He wanted to be sharp, fast, and fearless, just like Jack Morgan. So he trained, harder than anyone. Every morning he ran through the desert trails until his lungs felt like they were burning. He practiced holding his bow until his shoulders shook. He shot arrows for hours until his fingers went numb. He pushed and pushed, but every time he pushed too far, he crashed. Some days he couldn't even lift his bow. And on those days, he'd lay flat in the sand staring at the sky thinking, "Man, I'll never be like him." Little by little, that thought started to drown him from the inside. One afternoon, after another failed practice session, Caleb wandered near an old canyon trail. That's where he saw old man Zeke, the town's most respected falcon trainer. He was sitting on a boulder, calm as the sunset, with a silver-feathered falcon perched on his arm. The bird looked powerful, peaceful, like it owned the sky. Caleb approached and said, "Zeke, I want to be great like my dad, but I keep messing up. I keep failing." Zeke chuckled, slow and warm. "You see this falcon?" he asked. Caleb nodded. "First day I got him, he wouldn't fly high at all," Zeke said. "All he did was take small hops, tiny hops, one step at a time." Caleb frowned. "What does that have to do with me?" Zeke looked him straight in the eyes with that wise, calm look. "Your problem is simple, kid. On your first day, you're trying to fly. That's why you fall." Then he handed Caleb a plan, not some crazy intense routine or brutal workout. No, a simple plan. Almost too simple. Day 1. Hold your bow steady for 5 minutes. No shooting. Just hold. Day 2. Aim at a soda can. Don't shoot it, just aim. Day 3. Shoot 1 arrow. 1. Day 4. Shoot 2 arrows. And keep building little by little. Caleb wanted to laugh. It felt like something for kids, too easy, too slow. And when his friends saw it, they did laugh. "Bro, you really think shooting 1 arrow a day is going to make you a hunter? You'll be old before you hit a target." But Caleb kept thinking about the falcon. Small hops first, big flight later. So he stuck to the plan, even when it felt dumb, even when it felt slow, even when he felt like he should be doing more. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. And somewhere in that slow grind, something inside him changed. His hands stopped shaking. His fear faded. His aim sharpened. His confidence grew quietly, just like those tiny hops. Most people quit right before the moment everything starts to click. Caleb didn't know it yet, but his moment was coming, and it would hit him like lightning. One stormy evening, Caleb was standing near a tall palm tree outside town. The wind was wild. Suddenly, one of the leaves tore off and flew through the air like a spinning blade. Without thinking, no hesitation, no fear, Caleb lifted his bow and shot. The arrow sliced the fallen leaf clean in half. When he walked over and picked up the pieces, his hand shook, not from fear, but from shock. He had just done something only elite hunters could do, but he didn't feel like some superhero. He still felt like a student who took one tiny step every day. Old Man Zeke appeared behind him with a grin. "You didn't climb a mountain, son," he said. "You took one step at a time, and that's how greatness is built." Dear friends, that's our reality too. Most people fail not because they're weak, but because they're impatient. They try to change their whole life in one day. They start strong, burn out, and disappear. But real success? It's built from small steps. Just 10 minutes of reading, just one honest workout, just one good choice today, just one effort you won't regret tomorrow. These little things look tiny now, but later, they rewrite your whole life. You don't have to fly today, just hop. The sky will come later. If this story gave you something, share it. Someone out there needs this reminder more than you know. And don't forget to subscribe for more daily life lessons.